Hello, beautiful souls. I promise that the readings have not changed. I just had some things that I wanted to talk about or announcements that I wanted to make. So I want to do one intro and just add it to all 12 instead of doing it 12 times. But if you're new, hello, my name is Amber. It's nice to meet you. If you're returning, thank you for being here and lending your energy to the channel. I appreciate it. So if you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Links in the description box below, or when you get into the reading, it will be a website listed at the top of the screen that you can go to. So I wrote a workbook. The workbook actually is to go with any professional reading that you receive, whether it could be your own, to be honest. It could be your own reading. It could be from me, or it could be from any other professional. But what brought this idea along was the fact that people get all this good information and they don't know what to do with it or how to apply it in a practical sense. So this book kind of makes it easy. It's like a step-by-step guide. So it starts off with how to choose your reader and what kind of readings there are and things like that. And it moves on to what kind of questions to ask in order to get the answers that you deserve. Okay, that you deserve, or that are best for you. What to do before the reading, the day of the reading, to help you and the reader out, after the reading, a week after, and the month after, so on and so forth. So it is a workbook, so you can write things down in it. The thing that I like about it is I've had people test it out for me, and you can use that workbook as a reminder of what you've been through in case you hit another lesson that reminds you of this one. You can go through it and see the steps that you've taken and the things that you have learned. So that's one of the good things I like about it. It also comes free for a limited time right now with any full reading that you purchase. If you choose so, you have the option to decline it if you want to. Or you can just go in and buy it if you want to, just to have it. The links for that will be in the description box below, so you can just go right to that. Or you can go to the website. It should be a link on the front, on the home page of the website. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you like it. Check it out. Tell me what you think. Thank you for listening. Hello, beautiful soul. Let's see who's next. Aquarius? Aquarius. Aquarius, you are next. Your runes, got them. You got a blank one. There's some definite change in your life, which is good. Change is good. So it basically means that May brings some mystery to you, Aquarius. It's in the universe's hand. It's all about your free will and your choice, to be completely honest. And how you choose to work with spirit, how you choose to handle what's next. That's pretty much what it's about, honestly. That's all that I'm getting. It looks like in love, you were mad at someone, Aquarius, or upset, or could have just been upset with someone, period, like you had an argument or something, okay? In May. And ooh, this just got deep. Okay, so it looks like you had an argument or got mad about something or tried to play a victim role, okay? Or tried to make someone out as the bad guy, or feeling like someone is the bad guy in a situation. And you're taking something to heart. This is very specific. You're taking something to heart, Okay. I feel like eventually you do get over it. Eventually you do forgive them. Eventually uh, you come to some sort of realization to clear it up or whatever. But what's interesting is emotionally, this had a lesson in it for you. There was something that you should have paid attention to, or something that you should have seen here, Aquarius. And the way that they're explaining it to me is it's something that you're eventually going to have to deal with anyway. It's going to come back to you. It's something that you need to deal with. It is. It's a moon thing. It's shadow work. It's something you're going to have to deal with. Ooh, you're not going to like it. That's what it is. That's why those two runes came out. Is because you have a choice in the transformation. You have a choice to choose to want more or to do better next time. You have that choice. So what are you going to do? Yeah, there's a situation either at home or just in your life period that you have a choice whether or not to stay in something that isn't comfortable for you. So this could be in a relationship, a friendship, or a situation that you're dealing with. But by not dealing with it, by not getting to the bottom, by not thinking about it, you're pushing its importance to the side, and that's not the smartest thing to do. Because you want to be the hero in your story. You want to learn, you want to gain wisdom. So it makes sense to get involved in things and to deal with things, okay? You don't want to... It's not smart to ignore what's happening, okay? You want to, though. It's not smart to ignore it. Okay? So something has you upset at the beginning of May. It's interesting too because it's like, I don't want to blame you, okay? I'm not victim shaming, but it's like there's something that you should have paid attention to more. It's like you needed more enlightenment about the situation before you made a conclusion about something. Like you should have looked at a wider scope of what was going on and not just something specifically, okay? I feel like eventually you're going to see that that is true. But you're still going to hold on to what you believe. I don't know if it's not that it's because you don't want to be wrong. But I still feel like you're just holding on to it, even though you know the truth. So you can play the game, or they can play the game, okay, of ignoring it and acting like it didn't happen. But it did happen, okay? It did happen, and this might be a good time to apologize. I feel like you make amends for whatever it is, but you're still holding on to how you feel, or they are. With the King of Pentacles, this is something maybe that has to do with work, or maybe just a relationship or something that you've been in for a while, that it's not something that you really want to let go of. And it's like if you had to weigh the pros and cons, it's smarter for you just to let it go. Um, yeah, it feels like it's just smarter for you to let it go. It's not gonna get you anywhere by continuing to hold on to it. You may even ask other people or get someone else involved, and they'll tell you the same thing. I don't think people are not going to agree with you on this. It's not going to be a collective agreement here. Some of you in a relationships think that if you were to leave this relationship that you won't be able to find anyone, and that's what's really hard for you to separate from someone, and you're holding on to this idea of them, but the relationship hasn't been happy in a really long time. It's just time for you to face that truth. Okay? Unfortunately, it's time for you to see your part in this situation. And you're not going to like it because you're very set in your ways. And it's like whatever your way is or how you think is what has been keeping you thus far. And it's really hard to change that idea. But if you don't change that idea, you're not going to grow. You're not going to gain wisdom. Okay? And it's important for you to do that as an individual. Yeah. So even though you ignore the situation, I still feel like you're holding on to what it is that you believe, but you ignore it to try to move on from it because you know what the truth is, but you might not admit it. You might do this, we'll agree to disagree type of thing. Okay, this could be them too. This could be vice versa. Yeah, but the thing is, in the long term, holding on to this idea or holding on to this old way or old thinking process is not going to help you. It almost leaves you separated. So you're not gaining the wisdom that you should be. You're not opening yourself up to growing as an individual by holding on to things that you should let go. So it's important for you to do that, to do so. Um, to like release yourself is not healthy. Everyone isn't going to be perfect. And it's really childish to hold on to the old. As I love to say, we're not the same people as we were when we were 12. Okay? We grow and we have to adapt. We have to get older. We have to gain wisdom. You have to open yourself up to new possibilities, and you have to open yourself up to wisdom and the miracles that come with wisdom. Also, there's something here about this, may be for someone specific. Um, don't worry about getting acceptance from other people. Just kind of do what it is that you're supposed to do and have faith in yourself. It's time for you to step out of that mode, and it could be a childhood thing. Where you wanted to get approval from people, and if you don't, you get upset or shut down. Okay, or you start getting angry or wanting to block people out. Okay, that's something that you need to not do or work on not doing, because that is what leaves you being upset or not happy. Okay, it's time for you to gain knowledge from that experience, because it's leaving you lonely or alone. One of the two. Okay. So all in all, Aquarius, you could be much, much happier. Touching on the runes, it's okay for you to accept change, but it's also your choice. It's your choice. Okay? Aquarius, May opens up an opportunity for you to do things the right way. The right way. It opens up the opportunity for you to be happy, for things to be more balanced, for you to let go of past energies, past anger, shadow work, things that you need to deal with that you've been pushing off because it makes you feel safe. Okay? You have an opportunity to let that go. You have an opportunity to find a place with more abundance and more happiness and more openness and more affection and more love by going to a place that you fear. Okay? It's like you have to go through a place that you fear to get to the best side. And that's what shadow work is. Getting to the deep down, the crying, the purging, and then on the other side is freedom. Okay? Also, this is going to help you in your love situations as well, especially when it comes to connections with people, so you can see connections more clearly, or you can see the people that you love more clearly, and not having it filtered through. Because I'm thinking about a camera filter, and the camera filter has things on it like I'm not lovable, or people are mean to me, or I have to defend myself, or this person is being nasty to me because they don't agree with me, things like that. So to remove that filter and for you to be able to see clearly, to see things on both sides, to gain a better perspective on life. And your advice is the owl spirit, you see clearly now. Okay? So it's about, if you've built something with someone and it's strong, express how you feel. Yes. Okay? But express it in a way that you want to create something after it. Okay? It's not about you hurt my feelings, I'm going to yell at you. Okay? So you feel the anger that I feel. It's about discussing, because after this discussion, we want to get to a place where we have heard each other communicate and we're just not yelling at each other and now we're more upset. Okay? So it's about being able to express yourself in a way that continues to build from that relationship. Okay? Sometimes we do say and hear things that make us upset. You just express yourself in a way that isn't accusatory, jumping to conclusions, things like that. Okay? I mean, really, that is what it's about. Yeah, but it's all about working on yourself. It's all about allowing new beginnings and allowing change in your situation. Transformation is going to make everything better. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, Aquarius. I will see you for the mid-months. I love you. Bye-bye.